Hey guys, this is Mr. H. This is question 14 from the Algebra 1 June 2024 Regents exam. Basically, they're giving us four quadratics, and they're giving us the quadratic in the or they're giving us the function, they're giving us a graph of a quadratic, and they're giving us a table of a quadratic, and they want to know which one has the smallest minimum value, or which one has the lowest vertex, basically is what you're looking for. Now, this graph here has a vertex of 1, a -4. So it's the y values that when we're comparing, that's what we're looking for. So this one has a -4 for the y value. Now, my rule is whenever they give you functions, you should graph them. And so I've already entered these. So we're going to go look at number 1 and number 3, and we're going to see what the minimums are for those two. So right now we know that the lowest value for number 2 is a -4. So all we're going to do is go to the calculator. I've already entered them. And so here is the first one, the a sub x one. This is c of x. Now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go menu 6, and I'm going to find the minimum value. So I'm going to press 2. And it says which graph. I want to start with the blue one. I'm actually going to just do the blue one because you can see that the blue is lower than the red. We don't need to find out what the red is because it's definitely not the lowest. So the blue, and it's a -7. So a -7 is lower than a -4. So it's not this one. Now, the only thing I need to figure out, it's not this one either. It's either going to be this one or 4. Now, if you know how to read the tables, you can figure out what the minimum is. But a lot of you struggle with the tables, so take the table and we're going to make it into a function by using the spreadsheet. So here, I entered the table, the x's and the y's, right? So now all I have to do is go here. I'm going to do x goes here, y goes here, right? Now, if I click on this, you can see that the lowest value is a -5. But here's what I'm going to do in addition. I'm going to do menu 4, 6, and then I'm going to do quadratic, which is 4, and press enter. And now I have the equation. So I'm going to take this equation, x squared, 1x squared plus 4x minus 1, and I'm going to put it on the graph with the other function so I can visually see which one is lower. So 1x squared, let me write this, 1x squared plus 4x minus 1. So I'm just going to go here where all the other functions, I'm going to press tab, and then I'm just going to enter that function. Well, I'm going to try to enter it. Well, come on, you guys. All right, here we go. So I'm going to put in the function. It was 1x squared plus 4x plus 4x minus 1. Press enter. And you can see here it is. It's the black one. Now you can see it's not lower than this one. So this is the winner. But I want to show you, well, you don't have to do any more. You don't have to do more work than you need to. We can, and this is the reason I wanted to put all of the functions, if I could, on the same graph paper. Because it's easy to see that the blue one is the lowest. The red one is the second. The black one is probably third. And then this one has a -4, so this one is fourth. So this one is number 1. This one is number 2. Was that right? Actually, whoops. This one was number 2. This one was third, and this one was 4. But here is our answer. This one is the lowest. So that's what we would choose. And that's an easy way to do it. Graph the functions, take the table and make it into a function, and then graph that on the same graph paper. And to be honest, it's more work than we can actually put this on the same graph paper too. All we would need is a couple of points, like this point, this point, this point, this point, this point. We could put that into a table just like this, and we could graph them all on the same page, but that's doing too much. You should be able to look at this and find the vertex. The vertex is 1, a -4, -4, -7. This one was a -5, and this one was, what was it? We didn't actually do it, but it looks like a -6. But anyway, that's it. We didn't have to do all of that. I probably did much more than I needed to, but hopefully you see the key takeaways is always graph your functions and then take any table that you have and make it into a function and then graph it as well. So that's it. I'm gonna stop, gonna post.